What's up everybody? You read the title, hopefully you saw the SpongeBob Refresh episodes. I'm going to be ranking all of the SpongeBob LEGO sets that released from 2006 to 2012. This is the definitive ranking. You don't need anybody else's opinion, just listen to mine. This is the absolute god tier little list right here. We start with the very first set, which is the Krusty Krab. This gets bumped to the S tier. Just right off the bat, I think that the Krusty Krab nailed it. It's one of the best LEGO sets of SpongeBob's theme. I think that the minifigure selection is really great, though it's missing out on Patrick. I think that the detailing of the sign is really nice. I love the added addition of the fry cook area, and the Krabby Patties are really great. They're pretty plentiful as well. It even comes with a little plankton. It does have a horrific Squidward minifigure, but in comparison to the other Krusty Krab, I still think that this is the all-timer. The next set is BuildABar. For me, I kind of have to put BuildABar in like a C tier. I don't really understand what is so appealing about the BuildABar figure. His arms are really scary. I think that the stickered mouth is also really scary in retrospect, given that a lot of these stickers are going to be really peeled. There's not really too much to do inside, and it doesn't come with an actual minifigure. It just doesn't really do anything for me. The final set that came out of the 2006 lot is the Adventures in Bikini Bottom, which I bumped to an A tier. It's really cool that they gave us SpongeBob's house, Squidward's house, and Patrick's, though Patrick's is just that classic LEGO rock thing. The Squidward minifigure is really scary. I think that Gary's colors are really off. I don't know, why does he have basketball hoops? There's a couple of things that are kind of issues with the set for me, but ultimately it is still the iconicity of the three homes of Bikini Bottom, so I still think that it's a pretty good set. The next set is the Chum Bucket, which I also think is an S tier. I think both restaurants are done perfectly. I really love the build of the fist. I love Karen the computer wife's in here. I love that it's a new SpongeBob print as well. There's a robot in this. Plankton has a tank. There's a lot of really cool play features that go along with this one. I think that this one is done really well. The next is Mrs. Puff's Boating School, which I'll put in the B tier. I'm personally a big fan of this, but I know that a lot of people aren't. I don't like how much space this set ends up taking up once it's all built. It's really flimsy as well, given that it's mostly just like a weird little racetrack thing. I think that the brick wall build is really nice. I love the sticker detailings. It's very cartoonish. I think it's the one out of all of the sets that looks the most. That and the hospital look the most cartoony to me. I really like a lot of those sticker details as well, but also the stickers are really bad these days. They peel, they're terrible. The details inside the lighthouse are really barren. There's not a lot to do there. I like Mrs. Puff's classroom, but again, similar with the other ones, they're all facades. There's not a whole lot to do in there. The Mrs. Puff figure is really great. A new SpongeBob's really nice as well, and I do like the pullback feature of the boatmobile. I still really like the Mrs. Puff's Boating School set. And next set is the Bikini Bottom Express, which I also think is an S tier. This looks like it's ripped straight out of the cartoon. It comes with the regular SpongeBob and Patrick figures, but we got a brand new fish. The bus driver is that classic civilian fish, which I think is really great. It comes with an added bonus of a little bus stop as well as a ticket booth. I just think that that's a really cool little play set that they built there. Next is the rocket ride. I'm thinking like a B. I think that the Sandy is really cool, and it's only in retrospect that I put it here. If Sandy hadn't come out in Glove World, I'd probably put this a little bit higher. I think that the inside of the rocket is nice, but again, it's pretty barren. The sticker detailing is also really great, but again, those are all really peeled. The exclusive astronaut figures of SpongeBob and Patrick are really appreciated though. And then we had the hospital, which is also one of my favorites, but I'd probably put this again in the B tier. I think that the inside of the hospital is really cool, but sticker detailings again, it's pretty small, and it goes on the same base plate I think as the Krusty Krab, but it takes up like half of that base plate in comparison, so I don't really know what was going on there. The ambulance is really cool, the Dr. Fish is really cool, SpongeBob looks really cool as well, but there's just not a whole lot that's going on the inside of that. So that is the first series of these SpongeBob sets all ranked right there. They then rebranded the series in 2009, and we start off with the Krusty Krab, which I put in the D tier. I think that this is a huge step backwards from the previous Krusty Krab. The paddy wagon is the only redeeming feature out of this. Mr. Krabs is really cool, and it does have a new SpongeBob and a new Patrick, but we get a couple of new SpongeBobs and Patricks as well. I just don't know why the sign is like this. Why is it up at the top of the roof? Did I miss something in SpongeBob? Did he end up putting it up on the... I don't think so. I think it was always in that shell. Just really weird. And the inside is so much smaller than the other Krusty Krab as well, so this is definitely a bottom tier. Good Neighbors in Bikini Bottom was one of the earlier sets that I remember getting. This also gets put into the S tier. It's lesser than the Squidward's home and the Patrick's home. They're non-existent here, but the colors are way better. better, the minifigures are way better, Gary is done perfectly, Squidward's done perfectly, I love the boatmobile that Patrick has, and it comes with a whole bunch of accessories. So you lose out on Squidward's house and Patrick's house, but you do gain a couple of extra little bits and bobs that go with SpongeBob. I think that that's a really beautiful set. Heroic Heroes of the Deep is the next one. I put it in C. It's nice enough as like a little superhero boatmobile for SpongeBob and Patrick, but I just don't really get the superhero designs of them. They have been superheroes in previous episodes, so I don't know who these original character ones are. I really like Plankton's little build there as well, and it's a neat way to get a new Plankton, but it's also just not, it's never been a set that really interested me in comparison to Glove World, which I'll put in the B tier. I think some people are pretty sour on the Glove World set, but I like the little addition of a little carnival area for them. I think that the ice cream vendor fish is really cool. I'm a big fan of all of the fish minifigures of the SpongeBob line. It was another nice way to get Sandy, a brand new SpongeBob, and a brand new Patrick as well. I thought that the set was really cool. Next is the Flying Dutchman, which I'll go, I feel like a B. It's really weird. It's tough to put this between, it kind of crosses the margin between like the A's and the C's. I really like the Flying Dutchman minifigure, and I like the little island build, but the ship itself is just kind of, it's too small and too like crammed, and they cut too many corners. I felt like I don't even remember if it has like a proper floor to it. Doesn't really do too much for me, unfortunately. And then the final is the Bikini Bottom Undersea Party. Again, it's either a C or an A, so I guess we'll just have to throw it into the B. I really like the build of Squidward's house here, and the build of SpongeBob's pineapple is also really great, but they've scrapped all of the accessories from SpongeBob's pineapple, which just sucks. They come with some party stickers, which is okay, but if you take the stickers off, then you get the regular home, so I don't know why anyone would apply those party stickers. You get a new Mrs. Puff here, you also get SpongeBob, Squidward, and Patrick, but they are all wearing luau decorations, so you don't get normal variants of them. And then it comes with a bunch of like party stuff. It's got a juice bar and it has like a DJ turntable kit, but if you missed out on the other pineapple, I think that one's better. Ultimately, this is what I believe of Lego SpongeBob. I'm not a fan of the later Krusty Krab, BuildABar, and the Heroic Heroes of the Deep, but all the other sets I think are very worthwhile. I think they each have something that's really positive about them. I really love this theme ultimately. I'm very nostalgic for it, and it holds a very special place in my heart. What do you all think? What is the best SpongeBob set? What's the worst SpongeBob set? I highly doubt you can argue anything against the Krusty Krab, but if you can, let me know in the comments down below. I hope that you enjoyed this little video. Are tier lists even relevant anymore? Subscribe for more, and leaving a like on our video helps support the channel. Thank you very much. We'll see you in the next one.